"Don't come home this year," my father said on the phone. "Why?" I asked. "Your sister's bringing her boyfriend. We don't want any tension." That word, tension, hung heavy, as if I was the disruption. As if my quiet presence was more threatening than her betrayals. I didn't argue. I simply listened, understood, and hung up. But forgetting. That wasn't possible. Our family had always revolved around her. My sister, the golden child. Every celebration, birthdays, graduations, boyfriends introduced like trophies, was hers to shine in. And me. I was the quiet one, the one working late nights, missing dinners because I was building something no one even bothered to ask about. I believed sacrifice would earn me respect. Instead, it erased me. So when my parents barred me from Thanksgiving for her comfort, it wasn't the first betrayal, only the loudest. The truth of who she was revealed itself slowly. I'd overheard her when she thought I wasn't around. "He's going nowhere," she told her friends, laughing. So awkward. No ambition. And my parents, my own parents, nodded along, feeding the story that I was small, destined to stay small. But while she burned through money and men, I burned through sleepless nights. Coding, drafting, grinding out hours into something fragile but real. My company. Built brick by invisible brick. That Thanksgiving exile flipped a switch. I didn't rage, didn't beg. I sharpened. I built faster. Hired better. Watched my idea turn into a force no one could ignore. Investors arrived. Partnerships formed. The company scaled beyond even my expectations. Until one morning, the papers called me the youngest CEO to hit $1 billion valuation. Suddenly, invisibility was no longer an option. I was a storm they never predicted. 2 months after that headline, an email landed in my inbox. A resume. The name stopped me cold. My sister. She was applying to my company. She didn't know I was the one behind it, only that the brand was huge and the salary bigger. I could have denied her instantly, but rejection wasn't justice. Justice needed an audience. On the day of the interview, she walked into the boardroom in perfume and confidence, rehearsed smile ready to charm. Then her eyes landed on me. Her smile faltered, froze, then forced itself back. "You," she whispered. I leaned back in my chair, deliberate, calm. "Welcome. Have a seat." Her hands trembled as she sat. I asked simple, polite questions, and with each one I saw panic bloom. She hadn't prepared for this. She hadn't imagined the brother she dismissed as nothing would be the one holding her future in his hands. I didn't need to cut her down. The silence did it for me. Then the door opened. 2 more people walked in. My parents, arriving for a headquarters tour the PR team had scheduled. No one warned me about the timing. But timing, as always, is everything. They froze when they saw her across from me, pale and unraveling. "What's happening here?" my father asked. I met his stare. "She's interviewing for a position at my company." Their silence was the sweetest sound I'd ever heard. My father's jaw locked. My mother's eyes darted between us, watching her carefully constructed hierarchy collapse. My sister sat speechless. I closed her resume and slid it back across the table. "You're not a fit. We value loyalty and respect here, qualities you've never practiced." Her eyes filled, but I pressed on. "This family chose to ban me from Thanksgiving so you could be comfortable. And now you sit here asking me for a seat at my table." No one moved. No one breathed. I stood. Interviews over. They left in silence. The balance of power had shifted forever. Later, my mother called, her voice shaking. She asked if we could start fresh. I let the phone ring unanswered. Because revenge isn't always fire. Sometimes it's ice, the slow freeze of distance, the reminder that I no longer needed them, but they now needed me. Betrayal wounds, but it also teaches. They showed me family can discard you when it's convenient. I showed them that silence can build empires. And when the tables finally turned, I didn't shout, didn't gloat. I let them sit in the weight of their own choices. Because justice isn't about revenge. It's about balance. And that day, the balance shifted to me.